This program is brought to you by UCKG.
Hello everyone, the Last Hit program is back because we know how many are at this very moment suffering with addictions. We are completely aware that there are several families who have been suffering because of an addiction, either if it's alcohol or drugs or gambling. Whatever the addiction is destroying the one who has been defeated by it. And not just him, but also the family members and those who are around them, because directly or not, they end up being affected because of these addictions. And thinking on this, we have our helpline center available for you. You can give us a call at this very moment. You will talk to one of our pastors. You can go online and chat with us. We have the platform called Pastors Online, uckg.org.au, and you will be able to be talking to one of our pastors. Meanwhile, I would like to share with you a real story of someone who, because of an addiction, suffered a lot. Let's all watch together.
When one or more family members become a slave to a substance, place, or thing, it will affect the family unit as a whole. No matter what their addiction might be, it will always be intense and demanding more than what the individual can deliver. Fathers will sacrifice their children's tuition for their vice. Daughters will sacrifice their dignity. And wives will sacrifice the food for the kids or even their marriage. All for the sake of a quick fix, leaving the family broken with no love or respect for one another.
When I was introduced to drugs, I had to be maybe 15 or 16 years old. It had went on for years. I had tried and done just about everything except for heroin. Methamphetamines, acid, crack, cocaine, ecstasy, weed, PCP. The company that I kept, it wasn't really the greatest, but at the time I thought it was awesome. It never turned out right. Ended up going in and out of jail because of it, losing contact with my family, ruining countless relationships of friends that I've had for years. The way I provided for my habit depended on how that day was going. I could either A, walk up to somebody and steal everything that they had, B, take from my family. At the time, me and my wife were on food stamps. I ended up selling a lot of our food stamps to provide for some of my habit. The most amount that I've done in a day, smoked close to half an ounce of weed by myself, done about an 8-ball of coke, even though in my head and in my heart, I knew what I was doing was the worst thing in the world. But I didn't care because of those drugs.
When we were together, we just went out with our friends, we partied, and it was just non-stop. I tried to change, but staying around with the same old people who aren't changing, who are doing the same thing, you end up falling back into that same routine. That's when I found out what he had done behind my back. He went and he took my money that I worked so hard for, that was supposed to go to rent, and he blew it all on crack. I had to move in with my sister. I was able to stay sober for about a month, and then someone else entered my life who did stuff as well, and it was right back to that same point. And my neighbor sold it. He sold weed, he sold crack, he sold coke. In the hands of my addiction, I felt controlled. Like, I knew I shouldn't have.
Davon was a serious drug addict. His habit destroyed his relationships with his family, friends, and his own wife. Amy's own struggles with addiction deteriorated her life. Davon then decided that both had no choice but to go to church.
My sister-in-law brought me to the church. She told me, things have gotten great since I've been in this church. It was the first church that I could actually sit through the entire service and really feel like I belonged there. After my first service, I called my wife and I told her, baby, you're coming to church with me. I didn't ask. I didn't give a choice. This church has brought me from not working to being able to provide for my family. I have no need for cigarettes, no need for weed, crack cocaine, nothing. I'm completely sober. My relationship with my wife, I used to never talk to her. And now I communicate so much better with her.
Then no one's gonna take me for my God, ever again.
I got my wife back, I got my kids. I love every day, and I know it's because of God that I can make every day better.
And watching this couple's testimony, you are looking at me and you say, Ricardo is exactly the same. I don't care. I don't care if I blew all my money in drugs. I don't care if I destroyed my relationship with my wife. I don't care if my children, they are in a dangerous situation because I'm taking what is theirs in order to have my drugs, my alcohol. I don't care even if their physical condition is endangered because of the way that I end up behaving because of those drugs, because of the alcohol. But the truth, my dear friend, I know that you do care. When you are coming to your senses and when you are out of the drugs or alcohol, the effect of those things, you put your hand over your head and you say, how could I do this? And listen, how many times did you say to yourself that you want to change, that you want to be different? Do you think that he wanted to do those things? Do you think that this couple, this man was pleased in living the way that he was living? Do you think that he was proud of himself doing what he was doing? Obviously not, my dear friend. He was not proud of what he was doing, but he didn't know what to do in order to set himself free. You know, as at this very moment, you don't know how to do it, how to put that end to this suffering. You are sick and tired of looking to all those who are around you, suffering the consequences of your bad decisions. And that's the truth. And you already know that there is a solution for you. This couple's testimony is the living proof that you can set yourself free. You can put an end to that suffering. No matter how long, and I know what I'm saying, no matter for how many years you have been going through it, or what the damage is already done in your life because of this addiction. If you decided today, if you are decided in turning all these things around, you know, getting rid of this, you can do it. Even if you have started this program or coming to this program saying, Ricardo, I don't care. When I have the urge for drugs, when I have the urge for alcohol, when this comes up, when these thoughts comes into my mind, go now and gamble. Today is your day. Today you will get it. Today you will make money. Today you will be lucky. Today you will have whatever you want. When this comes into my mind, it seems that I it looks like I forget everything else. And the truth is, you know that something has been controlling your life. You can see that you don't want this. You don't want to take that step. You don't want to smoke again. You don't want to continue doing drugs. You don't want to drink anymore. The doctor already told you if you don't stop, you will kill yourself. You will destroy. Your body is already in danger. You are already weak. Your body has already several problems caused by that addiction because of what you are consuming. And you know you want to get rid of this, but you don't know how to do it. You perceive that something is going over. And it's true. Something is taking over when you say that you don't want to be that person and you end up doing it or being it. When you say, I want to be the father, the husband, the wife, the mother, I want to be a different person. When you look to yourself and you look to a few years ago, or maybe a long period of a long period of time ago, and you say, Ricardo, I had a bright future. I had something that I could be someone in life. I could achieve some. I could have done the difference in my life, but unfortunately, that addiction came. It came because an evil force took over and destroyed you. And that's why you say, I want to get rid of this and I cannot. Because at the end of the day, even if science says that it's an incurable disease, even if your family members, they said you have no repair, nothing can fix you, nothing can set you free from this. The truth is, if there is an evil force, if there is an evil spirit, that's why people, they tried and they use all the resources available for them, and they are not able to get rid of this, because a clinic, a treatment can cleanse your body, can set you free from the chemicals that are within you. But what you need, there are cases where people, they need is the spiritual cleansing. And this is what we are offering you, where you don't need to use money, where you don't need to pay, where you don't need to be admitted. You just need to make use of your faith, as this couple done. As this couple once came and they took a step of faith and their lives is transformed. I'll talk more about this later on, but now I would like to say a prayer on your behalf. If it's possible, prepare a glass of water, have it with you, next to you. If you are here with me and the problem has been with a family member, you can even prepare or have with you a picture of your family member to pray also on his behalf.
I've already tried the rehabs. Yes, I went to the counselor. I tried using my own willpower. I tried talking to friends. I've even tried meditation because my friend said it could help. Nothing I try is working. I just need a hand.
When we pray to God, we can receive strength, courage, faith, peace, and anything we sincerely ask for. Take advantage of this moment, close your eyes, and raise your thoughts to God. It's time to pray.
And my dear Lord, at this moment, I can understand the pain this person is feeling, the anguish. You know, my Lord, the deep sorrow that is inside of this person because they went through this. When the urge of consuming, drinking, and going came, they felt like this, they thought like this. I don't care. I don't care the damage that this will cause. I just want this. But when they look to themselves, they see they are causing so much suffering in everyone's life around them. They are causing so much suffering around their family members. They are causing so much suffering, my Lord, even in their lives. And they are even suffering more because they didn't want to see others suffering, but this is what is happening. So in the name and for the glory of Jesus, reach this person's life. My Lord, through this prayer, reach where this man is, where this woman is. My Lord, through this prayer, my God, touch this person as one day you touch the man who was sharing his testimony and also his wife. And my Lord, I do not know if this person is addicted or if this person is holding, my Lord, on a picture of a family member who has been, my Lord, completely destroyed because of an addiction. But one thing I know, this person prays with me and asks for the miracle to happen. You know, this person, despised of everything that they went through, the wrong decisions, the problems, the consequences that came because of the bad decisions. My Lord, no matter how damaged this body or these organs are, no matter how this person's financial life, love life, marriage has been because of this addiction, Lord, this person comes to you at this moment asking for another chance, and maybe, my Lord, for a last chance, because, my Lord, they already did everything they could. They already used money, they went to doctors, they used science, they knocked at the doors, they said one day they would never knock at, but they went there in a, you know, my God, searching for help or for a solution. But at the end, my Lord, this person is in anguish, depressed, my God, tired, my Father, damaged because of everything that is going on, and it has happening, it's been happening in this person's life, but they are using faith. So in the name of Jesus, touch this woman, touch this person, my Lord, and all this kind of suffering, my Lord. Father, I use my authority and I command it to go away of this person's life. Bless this water and use the water in order to bring the strength, direction, self-control, and you know, my Lord, the direction of what needs to be done in order to put an end to all this suffering in the name of Jesus Christ. Drink of this water, my dear friend. Drink it. Drink it, because I do believe that you are not just drinking a water, you are receiving within you the power of God. And if you already drank the water, look at me. That water is not just an ordinary water. It was consecrated by the power of the Holy Spirit and gives you the strength for you to fight, but this time in the right way. This time in the right way, for you to put an end to that anguish, to that addiction. This coming Sunday, 3 p.m., we have a special service for your spiritual cleansing. Yes, we are going to be here to help you. I am available to help you. And I know that God can use me to help you, as the couple that you were watching the testimony, they were helped and they received the transformation of their lives. The same can happen with you. Even if you say, but Ricardo, you have no idea how many mistakes I committed. You have no idea the problems I've been through. You have no idea. You may say, I am beyond repair. There's nothing that can be done for me to fix me. Well, there's nothing that can be done if you stay there, if you accept it, if you cross your arms and you keep saying there's nothing that can be done. Because I'm telling you that there's something that you can do. There's something that you can do even if you say I didn't care or I don't care. If you use your faith, you can put an end to this suffering that has been consuming your life, destroying your life. For years you have been under this slavery. I'm sorry to talk like this, but this is what has been happening. But you can get rid of it. A man once came to God and said, and this is written in the Word of God, it's my fault, it's not theirs. Because he saw 70,000 men being killed because of a wrong decision that he took. Maybe you have seen this. You have been seeing people around you being affected because of your wrong decision. But one day, when that man turned himself to God, he could receive the direction and he manifested faith to be freed from that suffering, that curse. The same with you. You maybe saw many of your family members and even your friends being affected because of your wrong decision and how much they are suffering because they still love you. But if you turn to God, and this is what we are going to do this coming Sunday, God will give you the direction and the strength for you to overcome through your faith. Now, depends on you. It doesn't depend on you saying, but I already did, I went, but how, when, what? No, it depends on an action. One day, for somehow, you took the decision of smoking the first cigarette, you took the decision of drinking the first glass of alcohol, you took the decision of getting involved with drugs. For fun, to distress, to forget your problems, it doesn't matter what the reason was. But you did it. You took the first step. Now, take the first step. Turn yourself to God, and I will be here to help you as this couple was blessed. God bless you.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.